Welcome back to hemorrhoids.net. Today I'm going to take a look at a to-do list organiser called Astrid. As you might have spotted, I'm using the Dell Streak. I've got it for a couple more days before hopefully I take it back and get my money back. Anyway, so this is Astrid. Not the most exciting looking things at this point. Basically what it is, you add in tasks, you add in jobs you need to do, and you tick them off as you go. Now I know that sounds simple, and surely anyone and anything can do that for you, which you can. There's a lot of different organisers out there, but I find this one particularly useful with the options it has. So, an example, and then I'm just going to press the plus in the corner. So it's added that. That's quick and simple. I tap on it and I see more details. I'm going to click edit now, which is where the real fun begins. So the actual summary up there, I can set an importance level to it. So I'm going to set it as red. I can set tags to it. It's going to be anything, so I often just use, well, it's me, I'm doing it. But you might set other tags. It might be work, it might be pay. Let's leave it as pay. Let's switch up right for a second. There we go. You can put more than one tag, so it might be work and pay. That's fine. You can, and this is not one I've used much, but you can set like how long will it take. 5 minutes. It's a 5-minute job. You can then set notes about it, that you can refer back to. I'm going to go up to dates at the top. So you've got two different deadlines. You've got an absolute deadline and a goal deadline. When you turn one of them on, you can change the default, but at the moment it's set to default to like 24 hours time. You can press to add it to a calendar and pick a calendar for it to add to. So let's say I've got to do this, well, basically by next Saturday. Now, it might be a task that I can't actually do until Tuesday, Wednesday, so I can tick hide until, say Wednesday at 10 AM. So it's now going to hide that task until Wednesday, then it reappears. Job done. Here's another very clever thing. If it's like a weekly report you've got to do, now at the minute it says no repeat set, but I'm going to press on there and I'm going to say weekly look. Well, I'm going to say weeks, should I say. Just giving us a few tips on that. And I'm going to say every 1 week. And now I'm going to go over to the alerts page. So I can set periodic reminders or a fixed reminder. So it might be, I might think actually, yeah, when it becomes visible on Wednesday, I said, didn't I? Let's go to Wednesday. And I said 10 AM, so I'm going to go to 11 AM. So Wednesday 11 AM, it's going to give me a reminder. I can put another reminder in at like 3 o'clock if I wanted or something like that. And then notify me at deadlines, as deadline approaches. After absolute deadline or alarm clock mode. I've got a variety of different ways I can have it to remind me using notifications. And I'm going to save it. Now, back to my list look. It's empty because, of course, I've got a hidden task. As you can see up there, 0 tasks, 1 hidden. So let's say maybe I want to change that hidden task. How do I get to it? Sort and filters from the menu, and I'm going to say, right, show me the hidden and blocked tasks. There it is one. An example, goal due in 6 days, estimated 5 minutes, and it repeats every week. So when I sort of tick that, having done, see it's crossed itself out. If I come out and then come back in, there we go, it's hidden again, and now it's saying goal due July 3rd. Because that's, I've done the one for this next week, so it's saying okay, the week after. I can hide the hidden ones again, which is kind of the point of them. I go back in, and I'm just going to untick. There we go, and it's gone again. Simple as that. So like I say, it is very simple, but it's very effective. I use it at work, and it's just so helpful. I have many jobs that I have to do every week, or some that I have to do every other month and things like that, and the way that it just pops back up, I get notifications, so it vibrates my phone, look at what I've got on, and it's telling me to do a certain email or fill out certain forms, whatever. It's just really, really useful. When you set one up, let's see, bring it back in, edit, date. Right, so I'm going to bring this back into June. Oh, typical, this phone doesn't have the time in the corner. And we might not be able to recreate. In fact, it's still hidden, which is never useful. Goal June 55 seconds. So basically, like I said, we might not get to see it, but when you get the notification, it comes up in my notification bar, and it'll say, can I bother you for a moment? You need to do this email or whatever. So you tap that, and it will load up Astrid for you, and you get options to snooze it, to tell it you've already done the job, and various things like that. In fact, what we'll do, while we're perhaps waiting, I'll see if I can show you the widget. The widget's not the best that they could have done. In fact, it looks quite odd on this this screen. It normally doesn't quite look so strange, and of course it's blank again because I've hidden that blooming task. Never mind. But normally it would show sort of 4 or 5 tasks that are coming up, and I'm still hoping that it might give us the notification. What time did I set? 57. No, anyway, but there's actually oh, there it goes. So there we go, in the corner, goal deadline it says. So now I'm going to come over. There it is. Astrid, goal deadline, an example. So I'm going to press that. So it loads up Astrid. And it says, an example, ready to do this? And you can either view the task, you can tell it you've already done it, you can snooze it, or you can just tell it to go away. So if I press snooze, we then get the amount of hours and minutes. I'm just going to say, snooze for 5 minutes, please. Gone. But in 5 minutes, it's going to vibrate. If I've got sound on, it's going to bleep at me. You know, it's just a fantastic reminder system for, like I say, I mean, I mainly use it at work, but obviously you can use it for anything. And because you've got tags, you can set up work and personal ones. You can get it to only show work ones when you're at work by going into that menu system. Really useful app. That's Astrid Tasks, ASTRID. Let's bring it back up again for you. That's available for free in the market. And a quick tip, the better widget to use is actually Pure Agenda. If you get that links in with Astrid, you can tell it to use the Astrid tasks instead. You can specify tags and all sorts, and you can fit, that can be whatever size widget you want. Then it can be 4 deep, 4 wide, whatever. Fit much more information on. So Astrid tasks, excuse me, very useful. Hemodroids.net.